Me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Sunday, February 1st, 2015. I'm your host, Flyin Ryan, alongside my tag team partner, Mike the Hammer. What's up, Mike?
I'm not contractually obligated to be here today.
Welcome to the Wrestlinks Review. It's Super Bowl Sunday. This is a bonus episode of the review. This is outside of the contract signing we've had last week. All for you.
Bonus content.
Who do you got for the big game?
Today, I'm going to go on the record with the New England Patriots, and I'm going to say 30-20.
30-20,
Yeah.
New England.
I'm going with the guys with the flat balls.
Yeah. Are we going to see Katy Perry disrobe at halftime?
Unfortunately, I'm going to say no.
Ah, shucks. I would like to see a little Janet Jackson reenactment with Katy Perry.
Timberlake ruined that for us.
And then maybe also the lights go out.
Wow, the Chris Jericho song?
Yeah, now we're talking. The lights go out and Jericho comes out.
That's the one of the songs off his latest album, Lights Go Out.
Oh, is that a good album, Fozzy?
It's not bad. I've listened to most of it. I think it wasn't Lights Go Out, was it? Do You Want to Start a War? I think is the name of the album. One of those was the theme for one of the pay-per-views this year. Maybe Battleground or something.
Huh, weird. Well, if you do not want to review our picks from the Royal Rumble,
You want me to run them down for you?
yeah, let's see what we got here.
So the first match we picked was New Day versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd.
New Day.
Every one of us,
New Day?
me, and the special guest Stink and Little Dynamite all went New Day, and the New Day lost.
Ah, and we're talking now about Tyson Kidd
Yeah.
and Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
We're questioning whether or not they are being called the masters of the WWE universe.
According to Wikipedia, that's what they're called, but I don't see that anywhere on WWE.com.
I've not heard it on the show. I've only heard it from you here on this show.
You can take what I say to the bank.
Excellent.
I'm not going to steer you wrong.
Sweet.
I love their finisher.
I think it's a great name. They deserve to be champions just because of that name.
I love what's going on with the tag team division. We got these guys. We got the Ascension coming up. New Day's been teasing their heel turn already, talking about the Rage coming out.
The Rage.
And we're getting set up pretty well here, I think. I like the way things are going. But they need that, though, because look what they did. They spun off the Shield, the Wyatt family. Now they got a bunch of singles competitors, and I think they got to do that with these guys.
Yeah.
The only difference is these guys were all singles competitors that have been repackaged into tag teams or factions.
Tag team action is always good.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Should we get into the Ascension, obliterating the New Age Outlaws?
Yeah, that was the next match we picked. And Stink and Little Dynamite both went with the old New Age Outlaws, and you and I picked the Ascension correctly.
Yeah, we know what's best.
Yeah, best for business.
Again, I like their heavy metal intro. I know they're garnishing a lot of heat for what they said about the Road Warriors,
That's what they're trying to do.
a.k.a. LOD.
The only problem I have with them is they're not big enough to pull off the "we're big and bad."
Why don't they talk about the Steiner brothers? Huh?
I don't know.
That'd be sweet.
Maybe someday. Maybe the Steiners will come out one of
Scotty
these days.
Steiner come out.
Are they both still alive?
Yeah.
Who
They're
knows?
old timers, though, in their 50s.
Yeah. The next match, we all quickly picked the Bella Twins, and we all got that for a cheap point.
Yep, Bella Twins. Easy pick.
The next match, again, a lot of tag team action. There wasn't a singles match in this entire pay-per-view.
That's good.
The next tag team was for the titles, and it was the Usos defending against Miz and Miz Dow. And you, Little Dynamite, and Stink all went Miz Dow.
When I say ooh, y'all say oh.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh.
I went with my boys, the Usos, and I got that right. So I think I haven't tallied it up yet, but I think I'm in the lead.
Oh, yeah.
Then we had the last non-Rumble event, and that was early competitor for match of the year. I think it's going to be tough to beat this. The Lesnar Cena Rollins heavyweight title match.
Yeah, that was absolutely awesome. Loved the elbow off the top rope into the Spanish announce table.
What's the insurance cost on that Spanish announce table? Thing's getting destroyed all the time.
That poor guy never wins.
No, that was a great move. They had me for a little bit there, where they just would not show Lesnar on camera.
Yeah,
which made me think that he was really actually injured. And then, of course, he comes back and wins the match. You were the only one to pick that. You got that. The rest of us all picked Cena.
You're damn right. I picked Brock Lesnar.
And you were right. Now, the Rumble's next, but why don't we go over our picks, and then let's talk about the actual match.
Yeah, I was big on Daniel Bryan winning. I thought it would have made sense.
Little Dynamite went with Ambrose, and then Stink and I went Reigns, and we got it right. But Ambrose was in there fairly close to the end. Was he Final Four? I think he was Final Four, right? Big Show.
He got dumped by Show and Kane,
yeah.
And Bryan did also.
So to wrap up the pick section, if you were scoring at home, I had 4 correct, you had 3 correct, Stink had 2, and Little Dynamite, who won his last round of picks, was pathetic with just 1.
And he picked Roman Reigns.
No, Little Dynamite picked Ambrose.
Oh, but what was his correct pick?
His one correct pick was the Bellas.
What's up, Little Dynamite?
And he says he doesn't watch the Divas. All right. Let's see.
The Rumble match itself.
Oh, you know what? Before we get into that, the one other thing, how about the final move that Rollins had to try and win it? He does 2 curb stomps, and then he does that double flip spin off the top rope thing.
Oh yeah, like a Phoenix splash.
That's what he called it. Yeah.
Something, yeah.
So
that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was like a gainer.
That was a great match. All right, so Rumble itself. It starts off with Miz, and number 2. How many people out there were thinking Mizdow?
Everybody wanted Mizdow.
But it wasn't Mizdow. It was R-Truth.
It was R-Truth. Yeah. We're big fans of R-Truth.
Let's crank it up. Let's crank it up. Here we go. You can look at that. What's up? You feel me? Stand up and say what's up. What's up?
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 I think aside from Daniel Bryan, R-Truth got the most pop in my house that night in the Rumble.
Daniel Bryan got the most pop?
He was pretty close. The boys were pretty excited about him, but R-Truth was probably second. So it was those 2 in first. They battled around for a little while. Then the Bubba was in next.
Yeah,
right?
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That was pretty cool. He got some good pop. Is he back for a while now, or do you think this is a one-time deal?
I think that was a one-time shot. He could possibly come back. I hope he does. He really fired up the crowd and brought back some great, entertainment.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. And he came in and kind of cleaned house because he got Miz out.
Imagine if he wasn't in that match. Oh my gosh.
Bubba.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got Miz out. He got R-Truth out, and then Harper was in 4, followed by Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt really stole the show there.
Oh, he was this year's Roman Reigns, right? I mean, he cleaned that ring out. He had it all by himself for big chunks of time, and didn't they give him the mic and he was cutting promos in the ring?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that was cool.
And he did the looking at the watch.
And then the Boogeyman came out.
Oh, well, yeah. Bubba got thrown by Bray. Harper got thrown by Bray.
He made the Boogeyman look like a little runt.
Well,
just got rid of him in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that was awesome seeing the Boogeyman come back out. What about Curtis Axel? He was number 6 in, and he was never eliminated.
Curtis Axel is the winner of the Rumble.
I don't know. I think he's got an argument for it because Rowan had lost the week before and was not in the Rumble, but he came out and had a confrontation with Bray and Luke Harper in the ring.
I think Triple H will address this controversy on Monday Night Raw.
He is scheduled to?
I believe so.
Okay.
Something needs to be said about it.
And it looked like, didn't it for a second, it was going to be Harper and Rowan against Bray, and then Rowan went after Bray, and Harper kind of jumped him from behind.
Yeah, it was cool to see the Wyatt family in the ring.
Yeah, all of them together. Let's see. Yeah, and then Harper and Rowan were gone. Boogeyman came in, got tossed by Bray. Then Sin Cara, the high flyer, he came in and got promptly dumped by Bray. He got the mic and challenged everybody in the dressing room. Zack Ryder came out and
woo.
he got dumped quickly. Then Daniel Bryan. Were you shocked he came out at 10?
I was shocked. Yes. I was absolutely disappointed in how he was used in this match.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. You wanted him to win, obviously.
It was weird how he came out just running back and forth, going nuts, which now makes sense because he knew he was going to get out. But you wouldn't normally go in there and go,
burn that much
all
energy.
out.
Yeah. It stacked up for a while there. He and Bray tied up, and then Fandango came in. Tyson Kidd.
Fandango.
And then Stardust. And then the next elimination was Tyson Kidd by Daniel Bryan.
Tyson Kidd.
My notes are kind of hard to read here, and I think I might have missed somebody at one point because I was in the end
Swagger.
when Rusev was still out or still in but outside the ring. I knew he was missing because he wasn't on my sheet, but I was missing one other guy here, so I'm probably gonna miss him. How about next surprise entrant, DDP?
It's me, it's DDP.
He came out and did some yoga.
You look pretty skinny, man.
Yeah.
I think he's getting close to 60.
Oh, is he that
He's
old?
pretty
huh?
old. He actually started in wrestling when he was like 36. So he got in late in the game.
Yeah. And then he was followed by Rusev, who quickly then dumped DDP.
Yeah, he is 58 years old.
Wow.
So
That's
give him
impressive.
a lot of credit to get in the Royal Rumble.
Very impressive.
Do some diamond cutters.
Rusev did a diamond cutter on him and got him out. Rusev then kind of cleaned out the ring. He got Fandango out.
Rusev was looking strong.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan had the double drop kick on Rusev and Bray. But then he was eliminated. He got out somehow. He was on the apron. I think Bray came over and he knocked Bray back, but then Rusev came over, Bray came over and knocked him out.
Yep. And towards the end, obviously, the Big Show and Kane teamed up. Who could stop those two?
Nobody.
Except
Roman
themselves.
Reigns. No, Roman Reigns.
It was poorly executed.
The infighting? You didn't like the infighting?
Oh, my God. Obviously, they both scoot right up to the ropes to argue.
Yeah.
It was obvious what was going to happen.
Yeah. What
it was
about
just too blatantly obvious.
their infighting? What about Goldust coming in? And then we had the moment where Stardust tried to dump Goldust, and Goldust saw it. It's like, what the hell, dude?
They've been going back and forth with that every year at the Rumble, so they're just continuing that little.
But isn't this Goldust last run? So it's probably going to happen. If
That's
it's
a
ever gonna
rumor. That was just a rumor.
Happen? Okay.
Goldust tweeted that he's not retiring,
Oh. Okay.
and he laughed out loud.
Okay.
So don't believe everything you read on the dirt sheets.
I'll try not to. Kofi, what was his big moment this year? Oh, he had he fell into the rosebuds.
That was another fail. You've got to keep Kofi Kingston in there for at least 20 minutes.
How long? He was in there a little bit, right?
Not
not
as
that long.
much. He didn't do anything other than be captured by the party gang,
Yeah.
the Rosebuds.
I can't even.
Beyond that, he did nothing. And normally they have him flying around on chairs, walking the barricades. No one did that. No one walked the barricades. No one did anything creative.
Except for the falling on the rosebuds. And then Rusev cleaned out the ring. Reigns showed up, dumped Goldust, Stardust, Did you right about that time? I took a note of the sign. Reigns plus Mike does not equal strong. Did you see that sign?
Suffering succotash.
He dumped Golden Star. Big E came in. Mizdow was supposed to come in and lost his spot to The Miz. Disappointing.
Good feud between those two heating up.
When is it going to happen? Do you think? Probably not WrestleMania, right?
Well, we'll see. Got a couple months here.
Then we had a bunch of people pile up in the ring. Swagger, Ryback, Kane, Dean Ambrose, and Titus O'Neil.
We, the people.
Was it who was the one that screwed up? Was it Titus that was supposed to get out right away?
Yeah, the rumor is he was supposed to get out in 1 second.
And tie the record of...
I don't know why you would take a big dude like that and want him to get out in 1 second. That dude is big and mean looking.
I think it was because it was supposed to be Ambrose and Rollins putting him out, so that was supposed to be them as a team being unstoppable.
He had a live match at Raw when we were there last month, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
He's got the look, he's got the moves. He doesn't have to talk really, but he can if he needs to.
Yeah. He's got potential.
He could be, somebody's bodyguard, somebody's, hitman.
He'd be good in a tag team.
Yeah,
he'd be the big guy in a tag team.
Yeah, he was in a tag team.
Oh yeah, the Slater Gator.
No, he was with the gay wrestler. What's his name?
I don't know that. Goldust?
No, he hasn't been active for a while. I can't believe I can't remember this.
I don't know. Bad News Barrett came in. Cesaro came in. Big E got eliminated by Rusev. Big Show came in at 29.
Darren Young
Don't know.
was with Titus.
How about Ziggler at 30?
Ziggler had a lot of crowd behind him.
I'm down on Ziggler.
You like Ziggler now?
No, I'm down on him.
Oh, you don't like him?
Nah. He had good matches with Harper, but
He just doesn't.
He's good at taking a beating, and that's about it.
He's good at flopping around like a fish.
Yeah. 2 thumbs down for Ziggler. Then the ring starts to clear out. Ziggler gets rid of Bad News Barrett. Cesaro does the swing on Ziggler. Cesaro gets knocked out by Ziggler. Kane and Big Show do their team up and get rid of Ziggler and Bray and Ambrose, leaving Reigns with those guys.
Yep, and
they start fighting.
And what do you know? They start fighting.
They get knocked out.
The whole mission's blown.
Music plays. They come back in, start beating them up, and The Rock appears.
The great one, the Brahma Bull, the people's champion.
The man who got booed at Royal Rumble.
The Rock.
Yeah. Did you see? Reigns was bleeding pretty good. Blood all over his face.
He had a bloody lip, yeah.
He had a nice moment with Ambrose, the two where they put heads together, like, hey, it's us against the Big Show and Kane. Let's go get him.
But did you hear the boos just raining down from the crowd?
Yeah, I definitely did. It was Philly. Philly booed Santa Claus at a football game. Of course they're going to boo Roman Reigns. Who would they not have booed? I mean, Daniel Bryan's probably the only person they would not have booed, right?
That little rub from The Rock did not go over well with that crowd. Not whatsoever. You could tell that The Rock was unhappy.
I did not see what happened to Rusev, but my God, he must have lost a limb to have been out there laying on the floor for so long.
It was sad how he came in and there was no battle at all. He just got thrown back out like he was a jobber.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Stupid. Like a waste of,
And he's been strong. Nobody's done anything
undefeated,
to him.
U.S. champ.
That was, I think, where
if anyone was going to stop Reigns, that was the guy.
Yeah, I think if they had him come in there and give Reigns a real run,
yeah,
it would have helped Reigns a little bit. I don't think he would have got past the boos. He wouldn't have won the crowd over, but it would have helped a little bit.
Yeah, at least let him get beat up for a minute.
Yeah, that could. I mean, they're both big dudes.
Yeah, and that could set up a future match.
Yeah,
but why do that? Just give it all to Reigns. He could easily take out Kane and Big Show and Rusev. Oh, it was just awful.
I don't know. I think they need to keep Brock as the champ. I think he needs to go on a Hogan-like run of holding the title for several years.
No, nice.
They don't do that anymore. I think that's what needs to happen.
Yeah, long-time champion.
You know, and you hear all the things about, well, he never defends the title, but that's what Hogan was like. You never, ever saw Hogan on TV when he was the champ.
No.
Ever.
Nope.
He'd do a promo here or there, that was it. Or, they'd show a little video package of him, but you never saw him. He didn't come to live events. They do multiple cities in the same night, and, he might do one of them, but he wasn't wrestling that much.
Right.
Never defended the title. They didn't have 12 pay-per-views a year. They had Mania.
Yeah. I think Brock Lesnar is a great champion. I have no arguments with his current schedule.
Do you think there's anybody right now that would be a better champion than he is right now?
No, absolutely not.
And I think the roster's so depleted that it's going to be a while before they build that back up again.
Unless they gave it back to the Nature Boy.
I don't think he can go.
No, but obviously the next champion will be Cena. 16-time ties Ric Flair's record.
I'm not certain they're going to let him have it. I think they will, but
it's going to happen. As soon as Brock's gone.
Is he the greatest of all time then?
Cena. The greatest of all time is Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
No question.
How do you measure that, though? Because don't you think Cena is just as big as Hogan was in his heyday?
Would Cena exist if there wasn't a Hogan?
No, I don't think so.
Exactly my point.
But Cena's been around in his role much longer than Hogan.
No, I disagree.
You don't think so?
No.
Hogan held the belt for what, 4 years, 3 years, something like that?
Well, which belt are we talking about?
The WWE belt. I'm not counting his WCW run because I don't know.
Because you missed it.
I did. I basically did miss it.
You missed some primetime wrestling.
Yeah. So just WWE careers, Cena's been in his spot longer than Hogan was, right? Close? Because Cena hasn't been as big as he has been.
I'll give you he's been a long time main eventer.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
But yeah, nobody would be where they were. There would be no Rock. There'd be no Stone Cold if it weren't for Hogan.
Exactly. Greatest of all time.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Let's take that into the Hulkster inducting Macho Man Randy Savage into the Hall of Fame.
Or should I say, oh, yeah.
The Mega Powers. Friends and enemies.
Yeah. Savage is my all-time favorite. I'm excited to see him go in. I think it'll be good. I mean, he should have been in already.
Yeah, clearly.
But I don't know. We watched the other day on the network the 10 most infamous Intercontinental Champions of all time, and I was kind of surprised Savage wasn't on there, but I think he only held that belt once. I don't remember how many times he had the heavyweight title, but yeah, I mean he belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah!
I'll be curious to see
Snap into it.
Curious to see what Hogan has to say about him.
I think it'll be a emotional moment. I think it'll be interesting to watch. I don't know who could do a better job of inducting him than Hogan.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not Lanny.
We talked earlier about Lanny, and according to an interview with Lanny, it was his idea to have Hulkster do the induction.
Whoever did the induction, it was going to be Lanny's idea.
You can find that interview at Wrestlinks.com.
I need to find my autographed Leapin' Lanny Poffo Frisbee from back when I was a fan as a kid.
The genius.
I sent away for the Frisbee with his autograph on it.
Nice.
I have it somewhere.
Did you use it in the backyard against your friends?
No. That was, it was preserved. I think I had it on the wall.
Sweet.
And then Schwarzenegger's going in too.
Arnold Schwarzenegger inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Is there anybody else out there that that's not in that should be like a Savage?
Like a Savage?
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of people like a Savage.
Well, no, but I mean, is there somebody that clearly should be in that just isn't in yet?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
He's not in, huh? The Beast from the East?
The Beast from the East.
Bam, bam.
What about Kamala?
I don't think he can walk out there.
What about Bobby the Brain Heenan? Is he in the Hall of Fame?
I'm just going to pull up WWE Hall of Fame and see who's in it. Because Heenan obviously should be if he isn't. He has to be, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, 2004. Long ago he was inducted.
Yeah, I was going to say he has to. Is Foley in?
Mick Foley, I believe he's a Hall of Famer.
Okay, so Andre was the first guy to go in 93. Arnold Scotland and was 94. They usually just do one guy a year. Wow. Bobo Brazil, Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, Chief J Strongbow, Classy Freddie Blassie, Gorilla Monsoon. Oh, no, 94 they did a ton of people. 93 they did Andre alone. Class to himself. Gorilla, James Dudley, Antonio Rocca, Big Cat Ernie Ladd, George the Animal Steel made it in 95. Ivan Putski. Uncle Bill, Ivan Putski was the guy he always used to talk about when he'd wrestle with us. Moolah, the Grand Wizard, Pedro Morales, Baron Mickle, I can't say his last name, Captain Lou, Jimmy Superfly, Johnny Rods, Killer Kowalski, Pat Patterson, Vincent J. McMahon, the Big John Studd. Oh, look at this class, 2004. Wait, what's the deal here? They had a class in 96, and then there's a gap until 2004.
Weird.
Big John Studd, 2004. Big John Studd, Don Morocco, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Harley Race, Jesse Ventura, Junkyard Dog,
Nice.
Sergeant Slaughter, Superstar Billy Graham, Tito Santana, and Bobby the Brain Heenan. That's a huge class.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. Then you get 2005 Hogan, Piper, Cowboy Bob Orton, Jimmy Hart. That's a hell of a class, too. Mr. Wonderful, Nikolai Volkov, The Sheik. 2006 Bret Hart, Eddie Guerrero, Mean Gene, Sensational Sherry, Vern Gagne, Tony Atlas. 2007 Dusty Rhodes, Mr. Perfect, Jerry the King Lawler, Nick Bockwinkel, Mr. Fuji, The Sheik, Jim Ross. 2008 Ric Flair, High Chief Peter Maivia, Rocky Johnson, Mae Young, Eddie Graham, Gordon Soley. Gotta love Gordon Soley.
That's quite a list.
09 Austin Steamboat, Cowboy Bill Watts, The Fink. Coco Beware made it? Holy cow. And then in 2010, Ted DiBiase, Antonio Inoki, Wendy Richter, Mad Dog Vachon.
I've got one that needs to be on that list, and I know it's not.
Who?
King Kong Bundy.
Oh, yeah, good point. I don't see him on here. Stu Hart, Shawn Michaels, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Bullet Bob Armstrong, Sonny, Abdullah the Butcher, 2012 Edge, Ron Simmons, Yokozuna, Mil Mascaras, Bruno Sammartino. There's Mick Foley, 2013. Bobby Backlund, Trish Stratus, Booker T's already in.
Booker T.
And then last year we had Warrior, Jake the Snake, Lita, Paul Bear, Carlos Colon. I think the classes are a little big. It's gonna be hard to. Oh my God, they have a teams, tag team stables and families section.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's awesome.
That way they can induct teams such as
Mm-hmm.
D-Generation X.
They're not in.
NWO.
They're not in.
Future-wise.
Yeah.
I'm talking future-wise.
Yeah.
We're talking, who's in there now? 4 Horsemen.
4 Horsemen, Road Warriors, Legion of Doom,
Von Erichs.
the Funks, the Briscoes, the Samoans, the Blackjacks, and the Valiants. Okay, here's celebrities. Pete Rose, William the Refrigerator Perry, Euchre, Drew Carey. Wow. Mike Tyson, Donald Trump, Mr. T, and now Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, it's a short list.
Yeah.
It's good, though.
Boy, Savage, that's going to be huge. Is there anybody coming up that's going to be as big a name as Savage to get in? That's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah. I don't know how you...
Nobody beats the Macho Man.
Lex Luger. He wasn't mentioned. Stinger.
Do you think Luger and his American flag Zubas go in as a faction?
He was the Lexi Express. I can't remember if he had a faction or not. He was NWO Wolfpack.
He was like RC Cola to Coca-Cola compared to Hogan.
He was the generic store brand.
Yeah, he didn't even have cool Zubas.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's a quick little free podcast outside of our contracted 12 episodes for 2015.
There better be a little something extra in my next check.
This is your host, Flyin Ryan, with Mike the Hammer. We'll see you next time.
I need to go mix another drink.
On the Wrestlinks Review.